Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game to the Max and part 3 of our Hearts of Iron for Kaiserreich, the Austrian Empire. So, in the last episode, we managed to end the dual rule, and we have done our embrace pluralism, done a little bit of that focus tree, not a whole lot. We're up here doing our economic rehabilitation plan right now. Um, we did approach Albania and have Albania join our faction, the Dona Adrabund, and we also had played the game and had the Centralo, which is our faction in Poland, win the Polish election. Nothing's come of that yet, but we technically are uh, the government that's loyal to Austria is in charge in Poland now. So, trying to think. Over here in Italy, the Italian Federation or Italian Republic did lose, and the two Sicilies, all the way back down here on their back foot. But we're hopefully going to continue to fight and save the two Sicilies. Um, Over here, the Kingdom of Spain fell. Now you have Carlos Spain against the CNT-FAI. And I think that's about it, really. We did help down here in Middle Africa a little bit. And that's about it, I think. So, other than that, we're going to get started. We're going to try to keep building up our military and prepare for this war. Down here, Bulgaria is technically losing against Romania, and I'm thinking about sending. I actually don't see them. Oh, they're right. They're over here. The 1st Infantry Division over. Try to help out Bulgaria. Denmark wants to buy some fighters I had for sale. I have some of these basic light tanks, but no one seems to be really wanting to buy those, which I don't blame them. We've got plenty enough rifles right now. What we don't have is manpower. I have 39,000 manpower. Germany has a lot of units set over here. Finland. And the Australian government declared war on this just one click. Who was that other one? Ukraine. The ambassador crisis was between the Union of Britain and the German Empire. An agreement reached in Copenhagen after days of intense debating and multiple threats by the French delegates to walk away from the negotiation. A compromise was eventually reached. The controversial agreement was received with relief across Europe, even though very few believed it would bring lasting peace. Still a small step towards... the Copenhagen Conference. This is the aftermath. The Copenhagen Conference is already a small victory that Germany, Britain, and France have accepted to meet in peaceful terms. The delegation have met in Copenhagen, hosted by Christian X, and have decided to talk through the most pressing issues between the countries and seek solutions for them. Russia has sent an observer, but they have denounced the negotiations themselves as a mere ploy by Germany to play for time. Austria, however, has enthusiastically supported the endeavor and is represented by the charismatic Count Richard von Coudenhove-Clerget, who has been for some time one of the leading figures among pan-European peace movements. The German delegation is led by the star of their diplomatic services, Adolf George von Moltzen. The French and British delegations are led by Leon Blum and Harald Nicholson, respectively. Despite radical differences between the respective governments of the participants, it does seem like the talks start out in good faith. The most pressing issue for Germany is the International's covert support to militant socialists in Germany and their allies. This was countered by Britain arguing that Germany is, if not cooperative with, then at least accepting towards the Entente powers, which are openly hostile to the International. A deal was proposed where the International withdraws from supporting openly violent groups in Europe, and Germany restricts her cooperation and trade with the Entente. In addition, both sides would agree to honor the neutrality of the third countries and defer from any aggression towards them. Further transfers of military forces to the Franco-German border would be stopped, and a plan for a possible de-escalation in the entire border region was set to be discussed in the future. Additionally, both Britain and Germany agreed to reduce the amount of their submarines and long-range strategic bombers, as long as the other party would do the same. To try to craft a compromise, which gives us 25 political power, and then the agreement was reached. After days of intense debating and multiple threats by French delegates to walk away from the negotiations, a compromise was eventually reached. The controversial agreement was received with relief across Europe, even though very few believed it would bring lasting peace. Still, a small step towards avoiding the looming war is better than no step at all. Unsurprisingly, hawks in Germany and France have denounced the treaty. The loudest voices in the DVLP have branded the German delegation as socialist sympathizers and traitors, and more radical forces in the syndicalist politics have been equally uncompromising. Nonetheless, both sides have committed to at least attempt to follow the de-escalationary measures laid out in the treaty. Surprisingly reasonable from them, gained 25 political power, and world tension is decreased by 14. Not too bad. Let's see, a theorist. Get that land doctrine theorist. The Fangtang government to join the co-prosperity sphere. Yeah, they're starting to lose right there. The Second Sino-Japanese War. Surprisingly, the Qing government, even though they had supported the League never joined up in their little clique. These two did, Hunan and Shangji. There's Skoda, the tank company. Gives us 6 military factories. This just helps everybody. Let's get these military factories going. Once we're done preparing a collab in Romania, we'll start preparing them in the Socialist Republic of Italy. I also want to form a cryptology department, because when the time comes, I'd like to have the cryptology against them. I have a bunch of these basic light tanks, and I'm thinking about changing them out. Let's put 700 on here. See if anybody wants to buy any. I doubt it, but never hurts to try. I forgot I had sent these volunteers over here. I'd say a large part of the Bulgarians having such a hard time is the Russians fighting with them. Torpedoes. The fall of Baton Rouge. Looks like the Syndicalists are winning over in the American Civil War. There is our collab government in Romania. Let's see. Yeah, you two. Over here. Prepare collab government with him, her, commencer and ready, prepare. Not diplomatic pressure. Start trying to force, well, let's just keep building. So I was going to try to force some stability loss. Yeah, there's just too many of them. The fall of the Rashidi Emirate. Looks like the Sichuan clique's about to capitulate. We're no longer getting rethinking our administration, so we can start taking the core territories of our land. Do the research bonuses. Do we have anti-air, anti-tank? production. Pretty sure I got, yeah, the improved light tank chassis. Of course, won't let me auto design. Now let's do the 3 main turret. Smooth, small cannon. The bogey suspension is fine. That makes me use chromium. I don't have any chromium. Start building that. We can become the Spy Master, which we will. It costs 50 political power. Start breaking their cipher, even though it'll take 960 days. Oh, the naval invaded down here. Okay. The Socialist Republic of Italy. We fought and fought and fought for that not to happen. Let's finish up that part of the focus tree down there at the economic path for all of us. And then we'll move to our economic part up here. Do these. I'm not really worried about the Austro-Daimler, but these ones, and then we'll keep focus on the military. Seems like Bulgaria might have a little bit of second life right now. They're probably completely out of equipment. They're out of manpower. Let's edit my Alpine Jaeger units. Give them Rangers, support artillery, artillery. Think. I don't think that was it. Maybe it was this. The defense isn't as good, of course. A lot more soft attack. I need to go back and see what I made for my old ones. radio interception group. I need to stop doing some of those focuses. Seducer, infiltrator, demolition. We'll just do another seducer. I want you to do propaganda. Our Swiss assets were nationalized. We have been informed that the nationalist regime in Switzerland has nationalized all foreign-owned economic assets in their nation in an attempt to gain greater control over their economy. Naturally, we have a non-significant holding there, and we are under pressure to regain the lost capital for our citizens. Lose 10 political power and gains angry with the government opinion of the Swiss state, negative 50%. So you have nationalist populace. They didn't do aid from Germany. They could have done an alliance with us. But of course they didn't. There's a nationalist coup in Ukraine. So did they overthrow? Yeah, they did overthrow Skorbeninsky. And now they have the triumph of the National Revolution. The Destiny. Ukraine. The Sichuan clique was taken. Train out 3 more infantry divisions. And 1 more artillery. Excavation 2. The excavation for us will be a lot better later when we have all of our territories. Let's research these. The League took 9 states, and the whatever that protective group, Longyun National Protection Alliance. It's like the League will either declare war or the Qing government will. There's a Japanese invasion on the coast of China right now. Doing another passive defense. And of course, we could come over here and do like approach the autonomies, deal with Hungary, and integrate these places. Oh yeah, what's going on here? Arms experts, huh? Actually, really don't need the infantry equipment. The Barzinji insurrection. Well-groomed and tough. Natural orator. Enemy operation, intel extraction, control trade. Let's do auto. And I get another spy. Wow. Let's actually go put one in Poland. I'm going to try to boost the popularity of the Central O up here. If it lets me. Transform nature. Well, I got a few more focuses down that way. I'm just hoping the war doesn't actually kick off just yet. I think Germany is far from ready. The second place agenda was actually chosen, so we got our military factory. Fine with me. We need more chromium, more steel, and more, I'm sorry, more tungsten and chromium. I just need, let's do two. The Ottomans declared war on the Sultanate of Egypt. I'll take you. Wouldn't mind throwing a maintenance company on them, but or the engineers. There's the war in the desert. Let's get our infantry guys better. Improve torpedoes. Start researching that better rifle. Production efficiency gain. Explosive industries 3. Yemen declared war on the Ottomans. Your operation costs are cheaper. Seducer, military background, and a linguist. Okay, that's all of our spies at this point. Let's see. Boost ideology. Oh, it's social conservatism. Trying to think of where that would benefit us the most. We can do it over here in Italy. And they went away from Mussolini. Good. Our finest hour, British politician and former Lord of the Admiralty Winston Churchill has published a new book, part of an emerging genre known as alternate history, concerning the Great War. The story takes the perspective of a young British soldier returning from a victorious Gallipoli campaign amid a world radically different from our own. In this timeline, Theodore Roosevelt and his Bull Moose Party wins the 1912 American presidential election, leading to an American entry into the Weltkrieg and an Entente victory. A defeated and partially occupied Germany is gripped by constant economic and political crises, witnessing the defeat of the whites in the Russian Civil War, and is cooped by a bitter and extremely nationalist Adam Dressler. He leads the German Workers' Party, who follows the ideology of people's socialism, an extreme version of national populism. The novel ends with the beginning of a three-sided war between Dressler's New Reich, the Western Entente led by a dominant British Empire, and the Soviet Russia led by Sergei Kirov. The book has divided critics, with some praising its attention to details, while others criticize it for its flaws in historical logic. Churchill has commented that something like this could have happened in another universe. What a child is fantasy. The only reason he added a victorious Gallipoli campaign is Gallipoli and the subsequent failure of Gallipoli was pretty much blamed fully on him. Really, it wasn't all of his fault. But he had come up with the Gallipoli idea and campaign, and it ended up killing a lot of British. It wasn't actually even British soldiers. A lot of Anzac troops, the Australian New Zealand Army Corps. Right there, the Anzac spirit. So, yeah, the social conservatives are in charge, and there's absolutely zero social conservatives there. Does look like in the end, Carlos Spain will come out dominant. It also looks like the syndicalist might over here, though they are doing crossing the border. Syria declared war on the Ottomans. Yeah, I'm not going to take the Count Wagner. We'll take the Alpaniega division. There's the improved equipment conversion. The second time. Once it comes down to it, we'll be able to convert. I'm going to convert all of those rifles that we have now, just because it's a very small amount. Yeah, no one wants those crappy tanks. Let's see if anything good's for sale. The Warfare-Shot Al-Arab. You got some support equipment, a bunch of support equipment. Some trucks. Armenian uprisings. Oh, one of my agents was captured. We'll put Walter Lang on it. Prepare. The only reason I'm not improving social conservatism is technically it's that government. It's actually the king's government. We could go fight in Armenia, fight against Syria. Technically, Iran likes me. Though they'll never join me. I'll come down here and fight against Syria. Resources. Get these industrial parks done. The only thing is, I was hoping that they would choose to join me so I could give them Galatia and Lodomira. They're still building military factories. Doing that now. Did you ever do? No. I was really hoping they would do their modern dockyards so I could get free dockyards when I take them over, but they have just seemed to not want to do it. Probably have this flotilla go with my scouting fleet under Maximilian. Prepare to collab government. Make resistance contacts. Britannia declared war on the Ottomans. Rescue that operative. Which is funny, I almost never actually do a whole lot with spies. I most of the time just forget I have them, or I just use them for like rooting out resistance in the home territories and stuff. The League went to war with the National Protection, and Hayal declared war on the Ottomans as well. So I thought you were the Ottomans' lapdog. I guess not anymore. Capitulate Syria. send out my bunch of tungsten. Let's get it from the League. How's the U.S. faring? Not good. Which they done crossing the border. Volunteers from Bulgaria. All right, the crumbling Kingdom of Poland, as it was to be expected, the German Kingdom of Poland is coming crashing down. Thousands of Republican-minded supporters of the central parties have organized mass strikes and protests all across the nation, or all around the nation, calling for the establishment of a republic and a union with Galicia. This news was received in Vienna with a certain Schadenfreude. As it turns out, our plans from 2 decades ago might finally bear fruit. Even more importantly, in a secret telegram from the centralist leadership, we are discreetly asked of our attitude towards the possible change of government in Congress Poland. While we naturally would never meddle with the affairs of another sovereign state, we could still stay in contact with the central. After all, should they secede, who else will they turn to but us? Yeah, declare support for the protesters. Let's do battlefield support. After all of this whining that I've done, we might actually get Poland. And my general down here in the Ottomans is sick. There's the fall of Barcelona, so the Carlist Spain should... In my opinion, what happens is that war lasts for so long that, or just like this time around, like once they took the CNT FAI, it was pretty much just useless. Australasia and the variety of communism. So Australasia fell back to communism. Yep, under John Curtin. Syndicalists take over in Australasia. Yeah, it'd be really nice to have Poland. The Clover Revolution, following the centralist-led mass protest in Poland against the widely unpopular German monarch, August the 4th organized a plan to crush the protesters by declaring a state of emergency and mobilizing as many army units as possible. Large parts of the army refused to follow the king's order due to the possibility of being ordered to shoot their countrymen. Faced with constantly emboldening demands, August declared his abdication in a historical radio address, which was followed by the widespread celebration of the declaration of a People's Republic ruled by the Centralo. So right now it says, yeah, Social Democrat. Liberty is a precious thing. Polish People's Republic under a social liberal government. And there's Norbert Barlicki. Yeah, so they had the ascension of the Centralo. Shackle the Senate. There's the fall of Bucharest. So Romania is now getting pushed back. See, making resistance calls. Resistance contacts. You can keep building up. And let's see. We could do one in Paris. we'll probably send one over to Russia. The delegation from Warsaw, barely after the news of the Polish Revolution had reached Vienna, the Polish ambassador to ourselves was dispatched to meet with the Austrian authorities. As delegate of the new Republican government, they expressed their gratitude for our support, but after the official ceremonies, they did reveal their true business. They are petitioning us to act as a mediator between the diplomatic relations between Germany and the Republic of Poland, and strictly off the books proposed that this could give the great chance for a deeper Austro-Polish relation. However, the risk is there. Do we really want to sour our relationship with Germany just for Poland? Pledge them our support. Gets the event Treaty of Austro-Polish Alliance. Yeah, I mean, I don't want Germany to hate me, but at the same time, like, I've fought this entire game to get Poland, and, meh. The Treaty of Austro-Polish Alliance. The treaty was signed today in Krakow, stipulating an alliance between Vienna and the Republican government in Warsaw. The treaty is celebrated in both Poland and Galicia as an act of liberation from German overlordship, but is not wholly unwelcomed in Berlin either. At least the treaty promises to maintain a semblance of stability in the region. The new Republic of Poland shall keep many of their obligations to Germany and other nations of the Reichspakt, including free passages of troops. However, it still marks a decisive break from German control of Polish affairs and a major increase of Vienna's importance in the European theater. Glasses are raised all across the Austrian Empire to celebrate the victory of liberty. Gain 25 political power. The Polish People's Republic joins Dana Ardebund, and of course they give Germany military access. Awesome. Now, I'm going to improve relations with Germany, because I can kind of tell that, man, they might not be that happy. So you can't go past partial mode. Let's do the production efficiency growth. Research speed. So our little faction is growing. We've got Albania, and now we've got Poland. Oh, they've retook Bucharest. Production efficiency gain and cap for our artillery. About done with those industrial parks. Then we can do one more and our navy one more time. The reason I haven't fully integrated these territories yet, one, we were waiting for Poland, but the longer I hold off on doing it, the more, like, they got 8, 5, and 1. They have 18 and 12. They've got 15 and 12. They got 3 and 3, 8 and 4, 4 and 3. Like, the more I just kind of like sit, I don't want to say sit on my hands, but the more I wait and let these countries develop, the better they will be when I actually eventually do overtake them. I actually do want to research plans. Production output for submarines. I'm really hoping Illyria, the more I complain about it, it's going to do their modern dockyards, but they have steadily said no to that. I think it's funny that they're all like trying to do their Air Force and they really don't have an Air Force. They have some of them old Avias, which are horrible. So you guys only have 4% stability. Let's see, your stockpile. You've got some rifles, some trucks. That's about it. That is about it. Of course you don't have a navy. Arms experts. I doubt even if I would choose a different way. Alright, Alright, so we've made contact with the resistance. We can sabotage infrastructure, sabotage that, or we can strengthen the resistance. Let's do... We got Paul and Gertrude. Oh, it's only for one state. No. I actually wouldn't mind having you go to Moscow with her. You build one down there. You start doing propaganda, try to get their stability down. They just mass purge their military right there. Totalism. Let's do fleet and beam because we actually have battleships. Start building better artillery. Better anti-air. We followed Kunming. National Protection Alliance has been destroyed. So, oh yeah, the League did join with the Qing government. And they've went down most of their Germany side. So have they. We're going to have to come up here and fight the Empire of Japan. They pushed Romania back. Do you guys get to ask us? Yeah, right there. Union with Krakow. And the friends with Vienna. So just boop, boop, boop. Oh, we're going to do the Army Ludawa. Professional Army. It's actually pretty good. They aren't division organizations really bad, but Venezuela elects a syndicalist government. Not necessarily great for us. More mill factories built up. My agent was captured. Where was Oh, one of my agents was killed. I didn't even see him get captured. Let's do captured. Prepare. Yeah, all right. Oh yeah, it was whoever was over here in the socialist Italian republics. Weekly stability drop. There's the was that machine and pistol model 1939. Do improved light cannons on our ships. Disperse Industries 3. Start researching better guns for our planes. Let's keep getting more steel from Bohemia. There's the industrial regions. We're going to do the naval build-up plans. It just gives us 3 dockyards, which isn't much, but 56 days for 3 dockyards is pretty good. She's a better rescue operative lady, so we're just going to choose her because of how many operatives we actually have that get taken. I really need to get my collab government in Russia done. We could capture ciphers over there. Production output for armor. Follow Nanjing. Yes, the League's hurting pretty bad right now. Surprisingly that they're not able to actually fight that. Mongolia is a Russian puppet. Oh yeah, so Burma and Siam are fighting the Qing government. Of course, Middle Africa is going to stay aligned with Germany. Front runner chosen. So now our equipment, towed artillery, and armor's 5% cheaper to build. Yeah, and I most definitely can't challenge. I most definitely cannot challenge Germany. It's crazy how much equipment actually goes up for sale and how little of it is actually bought. All right. Well, I'm going to end the episode here. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.